time, HMK reviews the next chapter of the exalted Legend of Zelda series, A Link Between Worlds. Born into the setting of A Link to the Past, HMK feared that this game would just be a rehash of the world and its gaming foundation and mechanics, and would bring little new to the Zelda legacy. But I'm incredibly proud to say that this game is fresh, fun, and breathes new life into the Zelda series and formula, and I mark this game as the first true Zelda game of the next generation, and one of the new trailblazers of what is expected from the series, and in short, one of the best Zelda games ever created. A Link Between Worlds story is truly an interesting one, set generations after A Link to the Past in the Dawnfall timeline. Link is the apprentice of Hyrule's blacksmith, and one day he tries to return the captain of the knight's sword to its owner when he comes into contact with Yuga, a mysterious magician set to capture the descendants of the Seven Sages as well as Zelda into paintings. After meeting with Ravio, an equally mysterious item renter, Link gains the ability to become a painting on the wall. Later on in the story, Link uses the power to enter Hyrule's shadier twin, Lorule, and meets Hilda, princess of the land and Zelda's dark counterpart. What follows suit is a compelling tale that deals with subjects of heroism, perfection, betrayal, and the fate of two worlds hanging in the balance, which will incur instances of the phrase lesser of two evils. It's a great narrative and takes time to seep in and won't hit you exactly in the moment. Lesser of two evils. It's a great narrative and takes time to seep in and won't hit you exactly in the moment, but give it time. In the gameplay department, A Link Between Worlds doesn't disappoint. The simple yet engaging combat on the traditional 2D Zelda still soars and is still very addictive. What is really the kicker is the wall merging ability and the fucking Ravio shop. The renting items, holy shit guys. Thanks to this quirky fellow shop, which is based in your house by the way, most of Zelda's known linearity is thrown right out the window, giving you a new sense of freedom like never before. You choose the dungeon order and create your own path. This, however, puts a bit of a damper on the narrative, as no longer does the story help push you further in directions as past Zelda games did. The overall tale doesn't suffer, but in my opinion it could have been handled a little bit better. The wall merging attribute of A Link Between Worlds is exciting and intuitive, as you must master this idea in order to find secrets and treasures across the two lands, which I have to say is chock full of them. Mini dungeons, treasures, Maimais, or Meimeis, or Mei, whatever, little octopus thingies, which help upgrade your items. Speaking of items, the item renting system is great. You can choose to rent nearly any item you want from the beginning, and if you have enough rupees, you can rent all the items! Rent all the items! However, if you fall in battle, you lose all your rented gear, which incentivizes you to buy them, but in turn incentivizes you to go treasure hunting, cause all of them are a pretty penny. It's genius! Dungeon designs are some of the most clever and tricky layouts I've ever seen in a Zelda game, and really require you to think outside the box if you want to unlock all of its secrets. The game isn't overly difficult, but it is a challenge. Oh, and just you waiting for hero mode. Quadra damage, baby! The game's graphics are great. A Link Between Worlds runs on an impressive 60 frames per second on the 3DS. Everything is clear, colorful, and alive. And when watching from a bird's eye view, oh man, this is great. Added effects and designs make this game really pop, in a good way. The game's soundtrack is great, and it's a nostalgic blast, remixing many songs from Link to the Past, while also adding new themes to the mix. This game also carries a very interesting Street Pass feature, in which you can create a personal Dark Link primed for battle for those who tag you, and a bounty will hang on the head of the Shadow Link depending on his items, sword, armor, and health. But this incurs the question, if we can have a battle against an AI like this, why wasn't a versus 1v1 mode added? They could have complied with or replaced the feature no problem. A multiplayer feature like this? Come on, that was a big missed opportunity in my book. In the end, A Link Between Worlds revitalizes The Legend of Zelda and brings a great number of new concepts to the series, and the game itself is a great package. A gorgeous game with equally gorgeous gameplay, puzzles, and story. This game's imagination truly bewilders me even though it's in a familiar land. This game truly is one to stand among the greats. But it isn't the best game in the series like many have stated before, though it rivals them with its design, life, and gameplay. And that's why HMK is giving The Legend of Zelda A Link Between Worlds a 9.75 out of 10, and a solid own recom. For all things Legend of Zelda A Link Between Worlds, theories, and all the other videos, keep it here on HMK9 Captain, HMK's Hectic Gaming YouTube channel. So, until next time, I will check you guys later.